Every time I wear this dress, I always get complimented on it. This baby doll dress from Olive Clothing was very difficult to get my grubby little hands on. I waited months for it to go back in stock. After a lot of waiting, I finally got the damn dress. But this has to be my favorite take on the baby doll dress. The thing about most baby doll dresses is that they give off too much baby and not enough doll. This design is a lot more tasteful. You can see it in the details. Just look at how the periwinkle complements the cute little embroidered flowers. The puff sleeves are just the right amount of puff, and this texture, sweet but Jesus, this texture looks immaculate, especially in the sunlight. I have a confession, so this shirt is backwards. Before you get all up in arms and start saying what in the 5 minutes crafts is this bitch doing, hear me out. So wearing things backwards usually won't work, but in this case it does work. Some might say this is barbaric, but I call this being economical. If I can get 2 shirts for the price of one, well, the frugal immigrant child in me cannot resist. Each side of the shirt has a different vibe. It's like a business in the front, party in the back type of situation. The side with the buttons looks a lot more playful, but the side without buttons looks a lot more clean and formal. Also, shirts with an elastic like this make it very easy to manipulate the sleeve placement. I could get away with pulling both sleeves down, but it felt more comfortable at one sleeve. Even though this sweater is from Gap, it feels pretty fancy. Gap is slept on, okay? For the price, I've always thought the quality from Gap is amazing. I thrifted this sweater and I took it to the tailor to get the sleeve shortened. It felt very strange to tailor something from Gap. At the time, I thought that tailoring was something you should reserve for fancier pieces of clothing, but it doesn't need to be. I love how boxy these sleeves look. They mellow out how formal the trousers and the heels look, and I think it makes this outfit more wearable for every day. This men's sweater originally had the Ralph Lauren logo embroidered in this offensive orange color. For 5 years, I just put up with it because it's Ralph Lauren. Why would anyone in their right mind want to remove the Ralph Lauren logo? I love Ralph Lauren as much as the next girl, but the weird orange and green combo was the only thing keeping me from wearing this as much as I could have. So I decided to tear out the logo. It was no easy feat either. It took great focus, energy, and 8 episodes of New Girl. If it's colder, I'll layer on this wool coat. In men's fashion, I love how they pair Chelsea boots with trousers, and I'm recreating that same look here. In high school, I used to feel very weird about pulling inspiration from men's fashion. What was hot at the time were those Ugg boots with bows in the back or sweatshirts from Pink. At some point, I stopped giving a fuck. Now, it's a fundamental part of my style. To untuck or to tuck? That is the question. 90% of the time, I tuck in my tops. But recently, I've been wanting to try something different to see if it's possible to not look like an Oompa Loompa without tucking in. Now, since I'm a short girl, I struggle with untucking because I always lose my waist and I look shorter. But I feel like untucking can be more convenient because you don't have to worry about how the fabric drapes. But this is one of those instances where I don't mind untucking the shirt. I think it looks so playful, and I especially like how an untucked sweater looks with a tennis skirt. My dirty little secret to maximizing my closet is taking seasonal pieces and finding ways to wear them year-round. Summer clothes in particular are perfect for layering because they have thinner fabric and usually less of it. So I can quite easily integrate my summer pieces into the colder months by layering a coat, a jacket, or a cardigan over the piece, which is exactly what I'm doing here with my linen top. I like to take things a step further. This probably isn't for everyone, but because I personally really hate wasting money and buying clothes that I never end up wearing, this is what I do. When I'm shopping in the summer for clothing, I'm already thinking ahead about how I can use it year-round, no matter the season. I ask myself things like, does the color complement my fall or winter clothing? And most importantly, is it versatile? Doing this ensures that every piece I buy will be worn as much as possible, and in the end saves me a lot of money. This top makes me feel empowered to do something bold and out of character, like, oh, I don't know, going to the club. Lately, I've been drawn to tops with cutouts or keyholes. I find that tops with keyholes look very flattering if you have tickle bitties. I used to think halter tops would make my arms look big, but I don't think that's the case. If anything, it's doing the opposite because it's not clinging on to my armpit blubber. The big mystery with tops like this, though, is the bra situation. For something like this, I'll either do a strapless bra or pasties. I haven't found a strapless bra that doesn't collapse under the weight of my boobs, so I opt for boob stickers. When you have bigger boobs, it's easy to make the chest area look very crowded when you're layering. The trick is to show more skin, not to cover up. And I know you're thinking that does not make any sense. When you're exposing skin, you're creating white space, and in most cases that will help balance out a bigger chest. I'll typically pick a lower cut neckline. I really love square necklines for this. When layered, square necklines create sharp angles, and I think it looks very flattering against a big chest. In general, monochromatic outfits always look good and coordinated. It's deceptively easy because you don't really need to think too hard about the colors. But when it comes to monochromatic outfits, it can be tricky to nail the silhouette. Since all the colors are the same, there isn't a place to hide, so you do have to think a little bit harder about the silhouette. In my case, since tennis skirts have the tendency to exaggerate my hips a bit too much, I'm wearing a blazer that's more structured at the shoulder to balance out the skirt. Also, when I wear tennis skirts, they can make my legs look very chunky. Because of that, I chose a slimmer looking heel so as to not make my calves look like tree trunks. In this outfit, I'm combining white cotton shorts with a light blue shirt to create something that looks like I'm vacationing in Italy. You can't go wrong with wearing button-ups in the fall. They are so comfortable, practical, and look stylish with little to no effort. I love how coastal and airy this outfit looks. And of course, feel free to switch heels out for sneakers if you want something more comfortable. Next, I'm throwing on this trench coat. The variation in length between my shorts and coat creates this cool effect. Typically, people wear pants with a coat like this. Wearing shorts breaks that expectation, and as a result, I think it makes the outfit look very cool. I wouldn't wear this if it was like freezing outside, but on some days when it's a bit warmer, I can get away with wearing shorts. Recently, white tank tops have been all the rage. Even though they're everywhere, it was really hard to find one that wasn't cropped. The thing is, I don't really like crop tops. I like the idea of a crop top. I think it's very convenient if you don't like fabric bunching around your stomach, but I don't like how I feel pressure to suck in. There are a few exceptions to this, but I generally prefer uncropped to cropped. I still dabble in the art of wearing crop tops, but I just feel like my stomach will never be flat enough for me to feel comfortable wearing a crop top. I'm only talking about this because I see every girl wearing crop tops and I'm sad I can't be a part of the club. This denim jacket was a complete bitch to style. It's just extremely boxy at the top and the length is a bit awkward. So after experimenting a ton and 8 different attempts later, this is the outfit I came up with. I think the skirt does a really good job balancing out how wide the shoulders are on this jacket. To tie the rest of this outfit together, I'm pairing it with these white sneakers. So that's the video. I hope you have a good rest of your day, or else. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.